And this is the one about the 12 scouts and the bad report. And so this is where they go to Canaan, the promised land, and they send out the 12 spies to check out the land. And they bring back a cluster of grapes so large it has to be carried on a pole between the two of them. This is one cluster. So everything in the land is big. And then just to go back and touch on it, in verse 21, there lived Ahman, Sheshai, and Talmai, descendants of Anak. Now, Anak sounds very, Anakim is what they're called, Anunnaki, Anakim, sounds very similar, and this is from that same place in the world. In verse 28, except the people living in the land are powerful and the cities are fortified and very large, we even saw the sons of Anak there. Now we already know Anak are giants, and that the people Amalek and the Hittites, the Jebusites, the Amorites, later on they're referenced as being giants. And then when we go down to the bottom, they say, but the men who had gone up with them said, we cannot attack these people because they are stronger than we. They even make a reference about how the land consumes its inhabitants. So let me see. In verse 32, the very next verse, they spread among Bnei Israel a bad report. Now, a lot of people think bad report means lie, but it doesn't mean lie. It means a negative report, exactly what it says, bad, that it was bad. Instead of a positive, it was negative. Not that they were lying. And so the way people justify saying that when it says here that the Anak are from the Nephilim is that the guys were lying. And they go on to say that the lands that they passed through to explore devours its residents. So guys, any stories in any culture, Native American, Mexican, Israeli, Greek, their stories of the giants are cannibals. They eat people. So even here it says that the land which we passed to explore devours its residents. And this is a reference to them being cannibals. All the people we saw there are men of great size. We also saw there the Nephilim. And then in parentheses in my scripture, but in Hebrew, this is a narrative insert. And of course, the narrator is Moses. It says, the sons of Anak are from the Nephilim. So people are like, oh, just because it says the sons of Anak are from a Nephilim, this is a lie. Okay. Well, one, it's not a lie. Bad report doesn't mean a lie. But two, even if it's a lie, it is a belief of the people that the Nephilim are giants, because they're saying the Anak are giants and they're descendants of the Nephilim. So this argument that Nephilim doesn't mean giants isn't true. We see right here, whether they're lying or not, the belief of the Israeli people is that the Anak or the Nephilim are giants. So in Hebrew culture, in these people's culture, Nephilim were giants. So no matter how you try to argue that translation, no matter what people try to pull from scripture and say, oh, only same kinds can breed and whatever, doesn't matter what you think and your logic is or how you try to piece it together, no matter how anybody reads it, the Nephilim were giants. It says here that the Anaks are from the Nephilim. That's a narrative insert from Moses himself. So Moses himself says the Anaks are from the Nephilim, not the report.